This is Yakov Savitsky, and today I'm going to talk to you about my F.R.O.G.S method for never running out of content to post on LinkedIn Publisher again. Now, in case you're not aware, LinkedIn has a platform called LinkedIn Publisher. You can actually publish articles on LinkedIn. They're going to be on your profile forever. This is a powerful tool helping establish you, helping you brand yourself as an absolute authority in your space. Now, a lot of people, especially those of us who aren't writers, right? Because being in business, I bet you're not necessarily a writer. You didn't necessarily go to writing school. You're not necessarily trying to be Dr. Seuss. And so being in business, I know writing's not your favorite thing. I'm going to show you today, though, how to actually turn this into an asset, how to use these strategies to not only run out of content to post again on LinkedIn Publisher, how to actually use this to help sell your stuff, to help move people in your marketing process. So without further ado, here is the F.R.O.G.S method. The F stands for frequently asked questions. So no matter if you were in real estate, if you were in mortgages, if you're in insurance, there are questions that your ideal clients, your ideal referral partners have for you when it comes to what you do. And oftentimes, I think the reason people don't invest with us, the reason people don't do business with us, isn't because they don't need our product or service, and it's nothing personal either. It's because they're miseducated. They don't know what they don't know. So we want to make sure that we're educating our ideal clients and referral partners why we're the people that they want to do business with. And so when you answer the frequently asked questions in your LinkedIn Publisher articles, you have a chance to do just that. So my recommendation is writing down or just thinking about, having a good idea, at least 10 to 15 frequently asked questions that get asked all the time by potential clients or even potential recruits in your business. Now, instead of having to answer those each and every time, what if you had something you could refer people to, an article that you made answering those frequently asked questions? So think about this. The frequently asked questions you get asked the most, turn those into articles on LinkedIn Publisher. Each frequently asked question can be an article that you produce, written by you or your team, and you can actually send this to them before the initial meeting. So if you're a real estate agent, before that listing appointment, have your potential client read that article, right? You're educating them and you're helping them make an educated decision, which is, of course, doing business with you. The R stands for relevant updates. So you want to be perceived as an expert in your industry. So you want to make sure that you're giving your audience relevant updates. Now, there are two ways to do this, right? A lot of business owners make the mistake of just trying to be CNN or Fox News or whatever news channel by just giving the news. What you want to do instead is not only do you want to give them the information, not only do you want to give them the exact relevant update, you actually want to be able to provide your expert insights, your own expert tips, your unique value towards the latest update. So if loans went up by 3%, you want to show them what that means to them, right? So you want to make sure that you're providing those relevant updates and providing your expert insights as well. That way you're further cementing yourself, you're further branding yourself as an absolute authority in your space, okay? The O stands for objections. Now, again, I think the reason a lot of people don't do business with us, the reason people have resistance is because they're just ignorant. They don't understand the value. They don't understand how wonderful of an experience working with you will be. So you want to make sure you're addressing their objections up front and thinking about ways to address these objections through content on LinkedIn Publisher. So if they have a big price objection, for example, you want to be able to put out an article, a piece of content that justifies why it's worth every penny and more. And you want to make sure that you do that through that article, right? So same thing with frequently asked questions. 5 to 10 big objections, you get it all the time, or just not even objections, pieces of resistance, reasons why people are at least hesitant or don't necessarily do business with you. You want to have those and address those through your articles on LinkedIn Publisher, okay? The G stands for the gold. You want to give them the gold, pieces of value, things, insights that they want to know that you can provide them, right? So when you're giving people the gold, you're giving them expert insights, little pieces, nuggets of value, nuggets of information they can take away immediately. It's going to make their life that much easier. It's going to help them with their process. It's going to help them improve their stance, and it's essentially free information tidbits that you're able to provide them. The S stands for series. So I want you to think about your favorite Netflix show or something a movie that you watched that was a trilogy, and it just kept, it kept you wanting more. That's the key thing. You want to keep them wanting more. So you put out a series, you put something together that's going to be, it's going to leave them wanting more. Right? You want to give them a hook. You want to say, okay, in this article we talked about this. Tune in for the next one because you're going to get more of this, right? So turn it into a series, something that's segmented, something that has multiple pieces. That way people want to tune in for more, and it increases readership, it increases that attention, it increases interest, and most importantly, it increases familiarity and trust when it comes to your product or service. So that's the F.R.O.G.S method for never running out of content to post on LinkedIn again. And as a recap, now this is stuff that you can put out on LinkedIn Publisher, and as a side benefit, it actually helps with your SEO, as crazy as it sounds. I've got a couple articles on LinkedIn Publisher right now. I've published over 50 at this point, and I've got a couple that rank on the first page of Google. And guess what? I'm not paying the SEO guy $3,000 a month. And they're ranking on Google, they're showing up. So when you put the right keywords in these articles, the things that your people want to know anyway, that's an added bonus. You can start to rank in the first page of Google and start to generate those inbound leads as well, because LinkedIn and Google have a very good relationship right now, and LinkedIn Publisher articles do very well in Google SEO. And so as a recap, the F stands for frequently asked questions, addressing those frequently asked questions in your content on LinkedIn. That way those questions are addressed and you're the authority that answers those questions in your own unique way. The R stands for relevant updates. So relevant updates to your market, relevant updates to your industry that your ideal client actually cares about. Giving them the relevant updates and also taking it a step further, providing your own unique expert insights. The O stands for objections, taking those big, scary objections that you get all the time, that you hate so much, and turning those into pieces of educational, valuable content that squashes those objections up front so you don't have to deal with them when you're actually having the conversation. And the G stands for the gold. So the gold, nuggets of value, piece of information your audience will appreciate, you can provide them through your content. The S stands for series. So putting things in a series, giving them the next step, leaving them wanting more. You want to make sure that you're doing all these things. When you think about, from F.R.O.G.S and the F.R.O.G.S method, you want to make sure that you're putting all these in place as you're putting out articles on LinkedIn and successfully never running out of content to post again. That'll be it for this video. I appreciate everybody who tuned in.